Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives a cable of greetings from His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs on the occasion of Royal Oman Police Annual Day. Greetings of the Norwegian leadership to His Majesty the Sultan are conveyed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Norway when he was received by His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud. The Sultanate and Norway signed a memorandum of understanding for political consultations and discuss aspects of cooperation between them. And in a joint meeting, the State and Shura Council stress on the importance of joint efforts in overcoming challenges facing the Sultanate's economy. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos Supreme Commander has received a cable of greetings from His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen al-Shriqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, on the occasion of Royal Oman Police Day, the 5th of January. More details in the following report.
His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs said that he is honored, along with affiliates of the Royal Oman Police, to forward to His Majesty greetings and best wishes on this occasion, requesting Almighty to renew this and other happy occasions as His Majesty enjoys good health, further happiness, and Oman and its people with continued prosperity and growth. The cable added that the Royal Oman Police, as it continues its developments and modernization in all sectors and formations as per wise vision, it is proud of the level it reached and works to apply its capabilities and potentials to serve Oman and its loyal citizens. As the affiliates of the Royal Oman Police celebrate their auspicious annual day, they are aware that all great constructions put up by His Majesty give them great responsibility of preserving it, and determination derived from His Majesty make them vigilant to protect. His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs pray to Allah to endow His Majesty with health and happiness, and every year His Majesty and all remain in well-being.
His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, today received His Excellency Borg Brende, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Kingdom of Norway. The guest conveyed greetings of the leadership in Norway to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, along with best wishes of permanent success to His Majesty and the government and the Omani people further progress and growth. The two sides comprehensively reviewed means of promoting economic and trade cooperation between the two friendly countries, in addition to encouraging investments in several fields and reviewing the current issues at the regional and international arenas. The Norwegian Foreign Affairs Minister expressed appreciation of the government of Norway to the Sultanate's balanced policy, as well as its progress at various spheres. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, and His Excellency Rolf Willy Hansen, Ambassador of Norway to the Sultanate. His Excellency Borg Brende, Minister of Foreign Affairs in the Kingdom of Norway, arrived in the Sultanate today on an official visit, during which he met with a number of senior officials in the Sultanate. The Norwegian minister held talks with His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs. The session dealt with several regional and international issues of common concern, in addition to discussing means of promoting the relations between the two friendly countries. His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al-Sanedi, Minister of Commerce and Industries, received in his office today His Excellency Borg Brende, Minister of Foreign Affairs in the Kingdom of Norway, currently visiting the Sultanate. During the meeting, they reviewed opportunities of cooperation in the investment arenas between the two friendly countries, in addition to efforts of the Sultanate's government to contain oil price fluctuations and the efforts exerted by the competent authorities to finance the budget in a bid to support the continuation of the economic growth. The meeting also touched on means of promoting the relations between the small and medium enterprises (SMEs) in the two countries, as well as efforts of the concerned authorities to encourage SMEs owners to promote their products locally and internationally. It should be noted that the trade balance between the two countries achieved a remarkable growth in the past 3 years. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Hamad Al-Rumhi, Minister of Oil and Gas, received in his office today His Excellency Borg Brende, Minister of Foreign Affairs in the Kingdom of Norway, currently visiting the Sultanate. The meeting discussed cooperation in the oil and gas sectors between the two friendly countries and exchanging viewpoints between the Omani and Norwegian governments on oil price expectations in 2017. The meeting also discussed the technical cooperation between the companies of the two countries in the oil and gas sectors, especially that there is a trade relation between the Oil and Gas Ministry and the Norwegian Statoil company, in addition to the desire of the Norwegian side to continue in this trade relations and enhancing it. The importance of the joint efforts in overcoming challenges facing the Sultanate's economy was stressed on the first meeting of the offices of state and Shura councils at the premises of the Council of Oman. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud Al-Mandari, Chairman of the State Council, and His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al-Mawali, Chairman of the Shura Council. Members of the two councils discussed a number of topics of common concern and emphasized on the importance of organizing consecutive meetings to improve coordination between them. It as well dwelt on the membership of the Council of Oman in parliamentary organizations and unions on the Arab, regional and international levels in order to strengthen the Sultanate's participation with parliamentary affairs. Reviewing investment outcomes of pension fund of the Ministry of Defense for the year 2016 topped discussions of the annual meeting of the Board of Directors of the fund, chaired by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud Al-Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs, Chairman of Board of Directors of the Pension Fund. The board also reviewed works in the existing property projects. The board during the meeting affirmed on the importance of committing to general investment policy which seeks to achieve revenues, taking into consideration the trends and challenges being faced by the local, regional and international economy. The Ministry of Health opened a new building at Khawla Hospital under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al-Saidi, Minister of Health, at a cost of 8 million Omani Riyals by a generous donation from Suhail Bahwan Foundation. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i.
The new addition to Khala Hospital and the Minister of Health Care Services confirm the principles of social responsibilities among private sectors in supporting the multi-governmental projects, in which this particular project was supported by Suhail Bahwan Group.
I'm delighted to inaugurate today this building, which consists of 33 outpatient clinics, a rehabilitation center and a daycare center. The daycare center consists of 4 operating theaters and 28 beds. This will definitely reduce the pressure and the load on the main hospital, Khawla Hospital, which receives most critical cases, whether in trauma or neurosurgical cases, from all over the country.
Dr. Ali Mhad Al-Ma'shani, Khawla Hospital Director General, pointed out in his speech that unconditional cooperation between government and private sectors has resulted in providing unlimited support in the construction of one of the most important projects for the Ministry of Health to meet the growing demand of health specialty services.
This establishment was sponsored by Sheikh Suhail Bahwan, and this is an excellent example of cooperation between the private sector and the government sector. This is the way I take forward for all of us to work together, the private and the government, to increase the facilities that are needed, and we need to put priorities. With the financial situation, we need to put priorities where and what to establish from the facilities.
Amal bint Suhail Bahwan Al-Mukhani stressed on the importance of citizens and private sectors supporting the government, and she said,
it's very important that each citizen in Oman to stand by to the government in this, which is, the economic crisis happening. And if it's there or if it's not there, the crisis, it is our positive reaction should be as an Omani and an Omani citizen to stand by the government and work hand to hand and support the economy of Sultanate of Oman.
8 million. The cost of the project, built in an area of 11,000 square meters, consists of 33 clinics that offer services of 9 specialties such as neurosurgeries, cosmetic surgery, hand and general surgeries, dressing and diabetic foot clinics, including large swimming pool for hydrotherapy equipped with modern technology. This center next to Khala Hospital is the largest in the Sultanate, equipped with the latest equipment with the capacity to admit patients during the period of physical and rehabilitative therapy. It includes a physiotherapy section with male and female wards, as well as occupation rehabilitation facility, a speech rehabilitation facility, and 4 operation theaters equipped with the advanced technology, followed by male and female wards for receiving cases who require hospitalization for less than 24 hours duration after undergoing surgery. The section would reduce the waiting period for those requiring day surgeries. The addition of these 3 stories building with the latest equipment will assist in boosting the healthcare specialty in the Sultanate of Oman. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television.
Still to come in our news bulletin. Oman College of Management and Technology marks the graduation of the 10th batch of its graduates in the Wilaya of Barka. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Oil prices decline enters its 3rd year globally with optimistic figures. Domestically, this increase was a big challenge for the state's general budget, as it lost in 2016 more than 67% of oil revenues compared to the level in the previous 2 years. Also, Oman crude oil recorded last year the least trading price, reaching in last January below $24 per barrel. Despite that, the government managed to find the needed fund for expenditure and achieve good results, taking into account these big challenges. This was achieved through the implementation of a package of measures and policies which had a positive impact on reducing the effects of oil price decline in the financial and economic performance of the Sultanate. The state's general budget for this year came as continuation of this approach, aiming to rationalize expenditure with regard to the impacts of oil prices decline on the national economy. The Sultanate's gross domestic product GDP decreased from 31.2 billion Omani riyals in 2014 to 26.8 billion riyals, with a decline of 14%. The GDP decreased in 2016 by 11%. With the improvement in oil prices in the current year, it is expected that GDP will grow by 2%. It is also expected that non-oil activities will grow by 4.7%. The deficit is expected to reach 5.3 billion riyals in 2016, with an increase by 60%, which is the highest deficit in the history of the Sultanate's general budget. This was attributed to the decline in the actual oil price and some non-oil revenues, and the increase of expenditure more than the estimation of the budget. The increase in deficit level in the previous 2 years led to the rise in the general debt of the state by 29% at the end of last year. The government sought to achieve the necessary fund for the expenditure through foreign borrowing. Members of the second-term Municipal Council in the Governorate of South Sharqiya today took the oath before His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah Mustahil Shammas, Governor of South Sharqiya, head of the council. The council's members elected the deputy head besides forming the council's 3 committees, namely Legal Committee, Public Affairs Committee, and Health, Social and Environment Affairs Committee. Members of the Municipal Council in the Governorate of Musandam today took the oath before His Excellency Sayyid Khalifa bin al-Mirdas al-Busaidi, Governor of Musandam, head of the council. The council's members elected the deputy head besides forming the council's 3 committees, namely Legal Committee, Public Affairs Committee, and Health, Social and Environment Affairs Committee. Members of the second-term municipal council in the governorate of South Batna also today took the oath before His Excellency Sheikh Khilal bin Saeed Al Hajri, governor of South Batna, head of the municipal council. The meeting witnessed organizing voting for the deputy head of the council as well as heads of the public committees, namely Public Affairs Committee, Health, Social and Environment Committee and Legal Committee. The Ministry of Health, represented by the Women and Child Health Department, organized the National Women and Child Care Plan workshop under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saif Al Husni, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs, at holiday in Muscat. More details in the following report.
Ministry of Health organizes National Workshop on Women and Child Care. The workshop aimed at discussing the updates on the national programs and initiatives related to women and child health, as well as highlighting the role of the health institutions in promoting these programs. In addition, presenting some studies and researches on women and child health and exchanging information and experiences. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saif Al Husni, Under Secretary of Health Affairs, stressed on the right of women for comprehensive health care before delivery and the right for safe delivery of a baby. At the same time, the child's right for comprehensive care and breastfeeding for 2 years. He pointed out that it's very important for female to register herself in the healthcare institutions to get health care services required. Number of related topics were discussed during the workshop: the maternal mortality, perinatal mortality in Oman, birth spacing, obstetrics, study of maternal and fetal outcome in diabetes mellitus. Dr. Nawal bint Ali Al-Rashidi, specialist and head of women health care, said this is an annual workshop for women and child health care. The objectives of this workshop: it looks at the importance of women and child and review the latest studies in women and child health care. The workshop programs included also honoring the winners in birth spacing, annual contest for the best health institutions, best media campaign and best community initiative. Around 100 participants from the ministry's various health services in the governorates and medical staff attended the workshop. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television.
More than 40 designers and wedding organizers from Gulf Cooperation Council countries and the Middle East will meet in the biggest event of its kind in the Sultanate, Oman Pride Exhibition 2017. The event will be held during the period from 25th till 28th of January at the new Oman Conference and Convention Center. On the sideline of the exhibition, fashion shows will be organized on the 25th and 26th of January. The event will include all wedding requirements and new designs by famous international designers under one roof. Oman College of Management and Technology in the Wilaya of Barka held a ceremony to mark the graduation of the 10th batch of its graduates who completed their bachelor degree and diploma in a number of specializations. The number of graduates is 100, who will constitute a building up potential in different sectors of the labor market. The graduates expressed their delightness after years of hard work and dedication, looking forward to enrich labor markets with their skills and knowledge and help push the wheel of development in the Sultanate. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog early morning and late at night over the governorates of Wusta, Dhahira and Musandam. Winds will be east to south easterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives a cable of greetings from His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs on the occasion of Royal Oman Police Annual Day. Greetings of the Norwegian leadership to His Majesty the Sultan are conveyed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Norway when he was received by His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud. The Sultanate and Norway sign a memorandum of understanding for political consultations and discuss aspects of cooperation between them. And in a joint meeting, the State and Shura Councils stress on the importance of joint efforts in overcoming challenges facing the Sultanate's economy. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.